Guys, I am super nervous about this election. I know a lot of the folks in Washington and New York think, oh, she's got this wrapped up. HuffPost has this mental percentage where they think she has a 98.4% chance of winning. That is so wrong. It hurts the head to think about, man. That is preposterous. Her lead in New Hampshire is gone. He's now leading. Her lead in Nevada is gone. Her lead in North Carolina is gone. He's now leading. So I don't know what planet they're living on. So our only ally is loser Donald's grotesque incompetence. So I'm going to tell you about that today. And that's why when I made the prediction 3 weeks ago on who was going to win the election, I said it's going to be razor thin and Hillary Clinton's going to win. Not because the American people have any interest in her. They want to throw a brick through the window of the establishment. This election is so winnable for Donald Trump. But the reason I said Hillary Clinton in a narrow victory instead of Donald Trump in a narrow victory is because of his incompetence, because I know what a loser he is. So what's happening now? Well, there's early voting. And one side is working super hard. That's Hillary Clinton's side. Donald Trump's side, what? There's early voting? How do you do that? You clown. All right, good. Thank God for this, right? So let me tell you about Nevada and Florida. Two states that are super winnable for Donald Trump. According to the polling, he's leading in Nevada now. But early voting, record amounts for the Democrats. Why? Because they're organized. They got people registered. They got them out to the polls. They voted. That's not rigging. That's exactly how the vote is supposed to go. Get your side excited, get them out to vote. You see? And by the way, you know who's been great at that for decades? The Republicans. And there's nothing wrong with that. That is exactly what you're supposed to do. So what happened? In Clark County, 57,000 votes cast. That's a single-day record. And it is much more Democrats who are registered that are doing that. In Reno, we've got more around surrounding Reno. We've got more records. It's the second largest county in Nevada, and it's been historically very contested with Republicans' slight edge. Now, based on the people who voted, based on the registration, of course, we don't know exactly who they voted for. The Democrats now have the edge. Why? Because they were better organized. They've got Latinos registered and out there voting. Reason to be motivated to vote against Donald Trump. These are the states that they had early voting where Latinos showed up in record numbers so far. Florida, Colorado, Georgia, Arizona, all very important states, especially Florida and Colorado. So now let me talk to you about Florida, another state where it is neck and neck. I've seen tied. I've seen her up by one or two. Sometimes I see him up by one or two. Overall, she's got about a 1.5 point lead, but that is so razor thin. And that's where organizing, getting out the vote, having ground troops, having a competent campaign that works hard makes all the difference. So here's what happened. Latino in-person voting up this year 150% compared to 2012. So it's not like there wasn't a lot of Latino voting in 2012. In fact, the Latino vote made all the difference in 2012. That's why the Republicans, right after the election, thought maybe we should do immigration reform. That's why Rubio went to go do immigration reform, because they're like, oh, we got our ass handed to us by Latinos last time. This time, it's 150% up in the pivotal state of Florida. Why? Because the Democrats are outworking and outthinking Donald Trump. And he doesn't want to spend the money either, because he doesn't have that much money. He's too busy funneling the money to his private jet, to Trump Towers, where he's way overcharging rent, and to Mar-a-Lago and all these places. Hey, you nickel and dime idiot, you could be president of the United States. You could be the most powerful man on earth. And then, by the way, I know what kind of a cheater you are. He says he's not even going to put his money in a blind trust. He could direct so much money to his own personal gain, but he's so stupid that he's like, oh yeah, okay, I'm going to charge an extra $10,000 or $20,000 in Mar-a-Lago. No, get out the vote. Thank God you're not doing it. Thank God you're such an idiot loser. Because if he wasn't, this election is so winnable for Donald Trump. As it is, he might win anyway. You know why? And the Democrats are never going to get this through their heads because they are the establishment. The American people, people all across the world, they can't stand the establishment anymore. They're tired of being lied to. So Democrats, what did you do? What did you do? You put up the most standard politicians, scripted, polished, inauthentic, exactly what the American people don't want. Yet she might win anyway, thanks to Donald Trump's incompetence, can't even figure out how to get out the vote in the most standard way possible. Thank God he's so stupid and couldn't manage any enterprise if his life depended on it, even if being the most powerful man on earth was on the line. Oh, man. All right, let's hope that his campaign staff doesn't pull this out for him. But right now, if he loses, it's going to be because he didn't know how to manage this campaign, which is exactly what I've been telling you all along.